And if we can get all the athletes to the start. Thanks, Roberto. Gnarly. There's Wayne Wong leaving. And Gnarly Knight.
Towards the fence, towards me. This is terrible. They're like a beer you left out at a party for 2 days and you decide to drink it. I was like, oh, I don't want to spill it. You know how like there's always like these little bits and then it's like you're recycling and it like spills over in the car, all over the rug, and then like all over.
All right, first Forerunner will be Dom Chala. We're in bib number A. We got 2 Forerunners, Sean, like the women. It's going to be fun for them to do this.
We got on course Forerunner. Yeah, this is awesome for these young athletes. Of course, this is so the judges can all take a peek, make sure everything's working properly. Timing, scoring. Don's having a pretty smooth run down that skier's right side.
And they can't really ski at Mach 5. They got to make sure they kind of stand up, do their thing, right?
Yeah, you know, you want to put a good run down, and look at Don, dude. Fist pump, yeah. World Cup action.
I mean, he deserved that. We're fist pumping in here in the booth.
Yeah, nice run.
Austin Irwin will be our second Forerunner. Now I would imagine the Forerunners, they can take their line, right, on the blue, middle, red.
Yeah, wherever they want.
They can shoot whatever they want. I mean, it wouldn't be freestyle skiing if you were told where to go, right?
No one puts baby in a corner.
Nobody. Nobody puts Conrad in a corner. or DJ Balzay. Yeah. DJ Balzay's always in a corner. Austin Irwin, our next and final Forerunner, is on course. Yeah, so Austin here is the football player, won the state championship.
Yeah, as you mentioned, that's legit. Skiing well through the middle section. Big cork 7.
Football players do that, you know.
Yeah, he's a big kid.
He is.
He's a big old boy.
Not as big as the Viking, but big.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, Viking not here this event.
Sad to hear that.
Talking about Volter Wahlberg for Sweden. He's just taking a little break. He's okay. He's probably going to gear up for World Championships later this year. But speaking of gearing up, it's time. It's go time.
I'm looking forward to the men from Finland. Our first qualifier will be Severi Vorala. He had a 6 in Ruka, Finland. He had a 3rd, Sean, in Bahrain in the Moguls, which is a nice podium there for him. Severi Vorala from Finland is on course.
Gorilla off the bottom air. Huge, slow cork 7 with the grab. A very nice run. Time 25:01. So keep an eye on that time. That sort of sets the mark. Kind of gauge everybody else around that. And of course the pace set time, but that just goes to show you this kid rocked. Really corking it out up top with the 10. So difficult top air, styly, floaty bottom air. Really nice tail grab.
Severi, our next competitor from Sweden, Philippe Gravenvos. He had a third recently in Baccarani in the dual moguls. And he'll be our next qualifier on course.
Score in 72.40 for Varela.
Philippe Gravenvos from Sweden.
3, 2, 1, go.
Philippe on course.
Graven's 4 off the bottom air. Cork 7. I really like this kid's style. Great skill, keeping the legs pinned. Top to bottom. 23.33 times, so ultra fast. That's about as fast as we're going to see in the 23s. We'll keep an eye, see if we see any 22s, but he rocked that course.
Next qualifier from Canada, Sam Gordell. In the start.
There's a look at Graven's 4 on the big screen, just 20 years old. Remember when he was 18, competed out there in Deer Valley, rocked at 74.94, current leader, Sweden.
Sam Cordell from Canada
24, 3, 2, go.
is on course.
Cordell trying the backflip, new grab. 3 really nice runs. Time 25.18 for the Canadian. Gets a sweet grab on that tail, on that top air.
Albin Holmgren from Sweden will be our next qualifier. All right, Holmgren is a scratch, so Rasmus Stigfeldt from Sweden. We had a couple of 5th places in Baccarani in the Moguls, dual Moguls.
Score coming in 70.51 for Cordell. Current ranked 3rd.
Rasmus Stigfeldt from Sweden, our next qualifier on course. Had a 6 at Idrefjall in Sweden, his home country. Then a couple of 5ths in Baccarani, Georgia. Hoping to make the 16 here on lower bobbies at the Toyota Waterville Freestyle Cup. 25, Rasmus Stigfeldt is on course.
Stigfeldt getting a Japan grab on the backflip. 23.02. Fastest run so far today. Solid skiing too. Top to bottom. I think we're going to see, you know, a high level of the air package in qualifications, and I think, as we always see, ramping it up a bit in the finals. We already have seen one cork 10 today. With Stegfeld coming down, he just looked comfortable. And with that speed, just scored pretty well.
Our next qualifier from Korea, Daeun Young. Trying to crack the top 10 on the World Cup at a 12th. Bakarani in the duels, 16, trying to do a little better than that here in Waterville Valley.
19.
19 here.
We get 19 in.
Smooth sound.
We got a score of 74.23 into second place, Stegfeld.
And on course from Korea, Daeun Young on course.
Gigantic bottom air for Young. Solid skiing time, 23.52, fast. Huge cork 10 up top. We were just talking about airs and air packages. Daeun not holding back on the top air. Look at him cork that thing out, wrapping it up, crossed up nicely. Big degree of difficulty on the top. Nice look at the turns too, just zeroed in on his feet, keeping it tight, sliding those things down, but yet staying fast. So 23.5 time.
Our next qualifier from Walnut Creek, California, USA, Dylan Marcellini. He's got 26 World Cup starts and finished third last year in the duels in Deer Valley. So be loud for Dylan Marcellini. He'll be our next qualifier on course.
Score for Daeun, 77.18, current top spot. Let's get loud, you guys. Marcellini up there.
Dylan Marcellini from the United States is on course.
Marcellini bottom air, cork 7, bring him across the line, you guys. Yeah, Waterville. 24.50 time, solid, strong skiing for the youngster. At only 22 years young, he's been rocking the World Cup for multiple years now.
Our next qualifier from Japan, Kosuke Shigemoto. Will be on course in just a moment.
There's a look at Marcellini right there, hoping for a good score. It's similar to the women. You got to lay down a smoke show just to qualify today. Everyone is skiing this course so well. 68.91 is the score, jumping into 6th position.
Representing Japan, Kosuke Shigemoto will be our next qualifier on course. And Kosuke on course.
Cork 7, nice mute grab throughout, and really clean, snaky finish. 24.51. It's kind of right in that middle pack for speed. Two clean airs, nice clean skiing. Daeun Jung with a big old score holding the top spot, so 77 and change. You're gonna have to at least be in the mid 70s, I'm thinking, to qualify for the finals here.
Next qualifier from Australia, Cooper Woods. The second in Moguls last year. Right here in Waterville Valley. So he knows this course.
We have a score of 67.51.
Cooper Woods from Australia on course. Kosuke Sugimoto.
That was a big crash. I'll make sure Sugimoto's okay. That was a big slammer. There's a ski pole somewhere up there on the course. Hey, Waterville, let that guy feel some love. Sugimoto, he's up. That was another big wipeout, tumbling most of the way. Now it's needle in a haystack, or where's Waldo? We got to find a white ski pole somewhere up there on the course.
Yeah, getting somebody organized to we have a pole on the course, so we need our man who got the ski last time.
Oh, here he comes down
There he
that
is.
side.
I think this is the same guy, Sean.
Oh, it's a
girl.
woman, yeah.
It's a woman, yeah.
Ski like a girl. She has nice turns.
She does. See if she has eagle eyes to find that white ski pole. That sun coming out to help a little bit.
She's in the right vicinity. Oh, I think we have visual.
I think she's moving fast.
Oh,
like she
she's
has it.
moving.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Lisa Beauregard retrieving our stuff. She's a U.S. team athlete.
Yeah, how great is that? So she knows.
Hey, Waterville, make some noise for Lisa. She's the best equipment getter in the entire country.
Today she is. All right, there we go.
She's 2 for 2.
2 for 2. All right, so Kosuke. Next competitor should be Cooper Woods, is on course. Cooper Woods on course from Australia.
Woods, big cork 7. D-spin, bottom air, fast. 25.07. At least clean. A little faster than it was.
It did, didn't it?
It did.
I was fooled.
It looked ultra quick. Nice top air, nice bottom air for Cooper Woods. He mentioned, I think last year, podium here.
A podium here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cooper Woods had a second in the Moguls,
Yeah, that's great.
the World Cup.
So he likes coming back here.
He does. So does Louis David Chalet-Fou from Canada, who will be our next qualifier. He's at the start.
72.78 into fourth position for Woods.
Louis David Chalet-Fou from Canada on course.
Chalet-Fou straight over backflip, crossed up. Holding tight. 24.13 for the Canadian Chalet-Fou.
Chalet-Fou. From France, Tinaud Mouet had a 6 in Baccarani, Georgia in the Moguls. Will be our next qualifier. He's up top.
$69.15 score for Chalet-Fou.
Tinaud Mouet from France, representing France, is on course.
Mouet, big bottom air. Nice package for that kid. 24.48 air package.
He liked that.
Big top air, cork 10. Look at this, if you have the instant replay, just wrapping it. Excellent, excellent top air, big bottom air. Pretty quick, 24. We've seen 23s. This is as fast as we've seen. So he's in the mix. Solid skiing. I like this finish too with the snaky turns through the line. Judges love that. You can see if people are going straight and rocking. They get hammered a bit, but that was nice. And the judges like it. 74.99 into second place.
Our next competitor, our next qualifier, Nick Page from Park City, Utah, is on course. So get loud for American Nick Page.
Page corking out the 10, landing smooth, bring him across the line. That's the snaky turns. 24.10, so quick pace for Nick Page. Clean, solid, strong. T to B, top to bottom.
Our next qualifier moving into the start is Sweden's Robin Ollard. Will be our next qualifier.
Nick's another one of those athletes. He's 22 years old, but we've been calling his name for multiple years in the World Cup. So he was a top dog back when he was like 17.
Yep. 6 World Cup podiums.
We got a score of 73.15, 73.15. Jumping into 5th position.
Calling it with the 70s. Robin Ollard from Sweden had a 9th in Baccarani in the dual moguls. Will be our next qualifier on course. And Robin is on course from Sweden.
Old guard, cork in the 10 on the bottom. Nothing to lose at that point. 24.56 time for the Swede. Little trouble caught up in the middle. But he still went for the big air down bottom. I like that.
Our
Props.
next qualifier from Japan, Takuya Shimakawa. Had a couple 7th places in Aruka, Finland, Waterville, Sweden this year, representing Japan. Takuya Shimakawa.
54.58, Old guard.
Bib number 9, 3, 2, 1, go.
Takuya Shimakawa from Japan on course.
Shimakawa, styly cork 7. Across the line, 23.94 time. So in that 23-second zone. Shimakawa's been competing for quite some time, 26 years old.
Next qualifier from Canada will be Julian Vale. Julian had an 8th in Waterville, Sweden.
Score 71.36, Shimakawa.
Representing Canada, Julian Vale on course.
Yeah, bottom air, cross, up, D-spin. 23.95, solid skiing from the Canadian.
Next qualifier will be representing Sweden, Emil Holmgren. Emil Holmgren will be our next qualifier.
Score for VL, 71.31.
Emil Holmgren will be our next qualifier, and Emil is on course.
Holmgren, gigantic bottom air, real big. Cork 7, 24.25 time.
Our next qualifier from Australia will be Matt Graham, 2018 Olympic silver medalist, 4-time medalist in the World Championships. He's got a 6th and a 7th this year on the tour in Bakarani, Georgia.
71.05 for Holmgren, 10th position.
Matt Graham from Australia, Olympic silver medalist in 2018, is on course.
Graham with his bottom air, smooth as always. Cork 7, hits automatic. 22.71 is the time. I knew we were gonna bust into those 22s. There's a few dudes that can do it. And Matt Graham, 30 years young.
That's
impressive. Been doing it
very
for a while.
impressive.
You mentioned Olympic silver medalist and just a solid skier. Kind of been around for the last 10 years, skiing World Cups, it seems like. We've been calling his name a lot. Always a pleasure to see Matt still skiing very strong. He's smooth. There's nothing the judges can really take away. No form breaks. Nice airs. You know, he has some bigger air packages if he wants it, but that was smart. But just that fast time, I think, is going to lay him down with a pretty nice score.
our next qualifier representing Canada, Gabriel Dufresne. Looking down that course, he'll be our next qualifier on.
We got a score, 76.27, jumping into second position, Matt Graham.
Saw that coming. Gabriel Dufresne, representing Canada, is on course.
Dufresne on the bottom there, getting the tail grab on the cork 7. 24.52 time. Just watching the caliber of earlier the women, which was insane. The women are skiing so well.
So well.
And now watching the guys come down here, ditto. Everybody is on point this year. Man,
Yeah, they are.
throw a dartboard at the run order, and any one of them could be in the top 16.
It's going to be a good one. Our next competitor qualifier from the United States, Rochester, New York, Dylan Walczak, a 2022 Olympian, 121 World Cup starts. Dylan Walczak will be our next qualifier out. An Olympian. And Dylan Walczak on course representing the United States.
Walczak going big on the bottom. Backflip, reaching down, grabbing the skis. Really like his style. 24.51 time. Really nice turns for this kid. He's a tall kid. Uses that height nicely as he's coming down. Fully stretched out, and then everything's just happening lower body with the absorption and extension.
Our next qualifier from Japan, Ukamo Horishima. Had a first last year in the World Cup in the Moguls, a second in the dual Moguls. 2022 Olympic bronze medalist in Beijing. And he's been real good this year with a third in Ruka, second.
Score 70.47 for Walczak. Ikuma on course. signature cork 1080. Look at that, skiing 23.96 time. You were giving him some good props, Tom, before he came down. Hiroshima, one of the best ever to ski moguls. You mentioned it, Olympic medals, got lots of victories, 18 wins, 44 World Cup medals. And I think really kind of helped, along with Nick Page and the King, bring the 10s, the cork 10s, into the mogul game. And legitimately, now we're seeing them today. We've already seen 5 already, and we're not even to the finals yet.
I know, and you talking about props, our next qualifier representing Canada, Mikhail Kingsbury. He's got Olympic medals, he's got gold, silver, he's got 8 gold in the World Championships, he's got 2 firsts this year. Mikhail Kingsbury, we are in the company of greatness here today. Akima, beautiful run there. This is going to be good.
Yeah, and I think it's cool. These guys are such good buddies, and they go back-to-back in qualifying with Hiroshima going first. The King, coming up next, as you mentioned, is the GOAT. He's the greatest ever to do it. Winningest male World Cup athlete of all time in any discipline. New leader, 80.67. Hiroshima back to the top, folks.
First 80s, and on course, Mikhail Kingsbury, the King.
Kingsbury, huge floaty, cork 7, look at this, automatic, turns across the line, 23.22 is the time. King is one of those guys that can just lay down I hate to say stock run when it looks that good, but a run for him that's, he can just do this, you know, he does the back full up top. He can go faster, he has a bigger air package, he has all the different tools, but he just had to lay it down. He's going to get a great score. He's going to qualify for finals, and then it's on.
And it's on. He has the DNA.
There's King. There's King right there. King, do you have 93 World Cup wins? 92, 93, 92.
92.
That's 92 World Cup victories.
Well, he's the King.
He's
the GOAT.
We got a score, 80.01 into second place.
From France, Benjamin Cavat on course.
Cavet off that bottom air, backflip cross, put your hands together. We were 23.34 is the time. We were talking, you know, about stacking the field, and then Ben Cavet steps up right after we saw Hiroshima, then Kingsbury. Cavet, what a strong skier for Team France. He's been, once again, doing it for a long time in the mix. Last 10 years, it seems like. And just got his first World Cup victory this year, earlier. I saw his run. It was incredible. So smooth. Congrats on that, Ben.
Yeah. First in Bakarani.
Yeah, look at these bib number 2. That's number 2 in the world.
Our next qualifier.
We got a score, 78.12 into third place.
Young Song Lee, representing Korea, is on course.
Lee back for cross. And across the line for the Korean athlete. 25.55 is the time right now. Our top 3. Hiroshima in the lead. Mikhail Kingsbury second. Ben Cavet third. Let's bring it on down. Dae-Yoon Young in 4th. Matt Graham in 5th. That's where we sit right now. Nick Page hanging out 9th position. and Dylan Walzak on the bubble in 16th.
Our next qualifier from Winter Park, Colorado, Asher Michael, 3-time Junior World Championship medalist. And he had 2 new personal bests at the last World Cup in Bahrain. Asher Michael, our next qualifier.
We have a score of 63.89 for Lee.
Asher Michael from Winter Park, Colorado on course.
Bottom air, mute grab, back flip. Let him feel the love. He's stoked. 24.16 time. Smoke show of a run for young Asher Michael.
Great run.
Couple different grabs, top and bottom air. Judges love that. It's going to, obviously, we talked about it earlier, and we're still kind of in that zone, that mid-70 range. Even low 70s right now are in the top 16, FYI, as far as score. But we're kind of seeing a theme with the athletes already in that top 10, familiar names.
Our next qualifier representing Finland, Olli Pentala. He had 11th in Aruka.
We have a score of 67.83 for Michael.
Not surprising to see the top 2. Olli Pentala from Finland be our next qualifier on course.
Pentala, what? Off the bottom there. Wow, all right, 22.93 time, so I think that's our fastest time we've seen. Cork 10 up top, impressive. DJ Balze like that. And then curious if we get a little look on the big screen at that bottom air. He just came off a little funky, but still managed to Cork 7 it around, was looking to get the grab. So just a tiny hiccup on the bottom air. I mean, it was cool looking.
Very cool. DJ Balze loved it. In fact, he stood up. Elliot Valancourt from Canada will be our next qualifier. Staring down lower bobbies.
Pentala 62.22. The judges got him on that bottom air.
Elliot Valancourt is on course.
Valancourt, beautiful Cork 7 with the tail grab, stalled out at the top, 25.01 time. Clean skiing, loved the airs, not as fast as our top dogs that have posted scores, but that's only 20% of your score, speed. Valancourt's been compete for quite some time now, 25 years old. At least 5 years in the World Cup, right around that. So it's great to see these athletes with longevity and hanging in there. 65.27 is the score.
Our next qualifier from Durango, Colorado, Charlie Michael, finished third in the U.S. Nationals here. Moguls first in DM, and he is on course. Charlie Michael.
Michael bottom air, USA, let him feel it, you guys. Oh, shake and bake, 24.5 time, solid. All right, and he was fired up. I love seeing athletes when they come across the line and you're pumped. I mean, you should be. That was a heck of a run.
Let's DJ Balze's music, gives you the little extra.
Yep.
Pump, make you want to fist pump. Matteo Janesson, representing Great Britain, will be our next qualifier.
We need a score in the 70s, right? You got to be 70s to be in the top 16 right now. It'd be great to see Charlie post a score. I mean, I liked it. Score coming in 63.96, just on the outside.
Not close. On course, Janesson representing Great Britain.
Oh, cool air for Janesson. Cork 7, reaching up, grabbing the outside of that ski right by his boot, then sort of tweaking it out a bit. 24.49 speed. We're in the part of the competition now, just looking through the names. There's some good names coming at you, but this last group just need to do something special. This is the time to bust out your biggest air package, your best run you have, because sitting in 16th still, Dylan Walzak, and he had a great run. No mistakes.
Next qualifier representing Canada, Sam Goddison. Qualified, had a 13 in Idrefial.
Score 69.58, 17th position, Jennison.
Goddison representing Canada on course.
Goodison sliding down the outside, disappearing, but smooth. Hopefully he's okay. And we have a pole somewhere up there, I'm thinking. He's hiking up for something, either a pole or to hit the jump.
Yeah, he's got both poles.
All right. Nice, Goodison. Too bad on that, but I'm glad you're all right, man.
Duels tomorrow. Our next qualifier, Pakistan, Pavel Kolmakov will be our next qualifier. He had a couple 11s in Bahraini and the Moguls and the dual Moguls, 11th place. Kolmakov on course.
Kolmakov, cork 7, Nice one. Tight. Look at those legs. Pin, 24.1. Whoa, that could be a sneaker. Nice solid skiing. Solid air package, back full up top, cork 7 down bottom.
Our next qualifier from Vail, Colorado, Nash Lucas, who made his World Cup debut last season in Val-Saint-Côme. He has 6 World Cup starts. Nash Lucas coming up. Pick up yours.
We got a score, 69.10.
All right, Nash Lucas, Vail, Colorado, on course.
Lucas, bottom there, reaching back, getting a nice grab on the tail on the cork 7. 24.69 time. Excellent skiing. Team USA, Nash Lucas. Another shot to jump into that top 16.
Another USA team member, Jack Petrone from Glastonbury, Connecticut. His first World Cup start today will be our next qualifier. 2-time Junior World Championship team member.
Hiroshima still the top dog. Dylan Walzak still in 16th. And a whole lot of greatness in between those two. 65.59 for Nash.
Jack Petrone, Glastonbury, Connecticut. And Petrone is on course.
Petrone going gigantic on the bottom. Make a little noise, Waterville. All right. 23.77, fast skiing for the youngster, just 19 years old.
And his first World Cup start right there.
Yeah, right on. Props.
Another first World Cup start is with USA's Gavin Toby. Will be our next qualifier out.
Let's go, Gavin.
It's his first start in the World Cup. He finished second in the duels right here at the U.S. Championships last year.
Look at that mustache Jack is rocking right there,
yeah.
man. Whoa, 19 years old.
Look at that.
Jeez
Yeah.
Louise. It's that Italian in him right there. We got a score, 64 for Jack Petrone. Right on, buddy. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, for the duels, Gavin Toby on course.
Toby, nice mute grab on the cork 7. Across that line, 24-1. Real nice skiing from Gavin. You said first World Cup start as well today? Right on. You got to be stoked. The last two boys skiing in the World Cup and representing.
They've got that in the books.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of young athletes, kind of the, I don't want to say the next wave of Team USA, but some youngsters that are coming in. We're starting to say their names the last couple years, getting their World Cup starts in, and then it's on from there. They get the training program, they're in. We got a score, 62.73. Toby?
Fedor Bugakov from Pakistan will be our next qualifier on course. And Bugakov is on course.
Bugakov, bottom air. Nice skiing, 25.77 time. We have over 20, I think 20 plus athletes yet to go, and we're waiting for someone to post one of those big scores and jump up into that top 16. I mean, Dylan Walzak is thinking otherwise, sitting in 16th.
Sitting on the bubble. Linus Mertz from Germany will be our next qualifier out on lower bobbies here in Waterville Valley.
Score 58.79.
Linus Mertz from Germany is our next athlete qualifying.
All right, off the bottom there from Mertz. 24.50 for the German.
Enya Butsi, representing Sweden, will be our next qualifier on course. Enya Butsi from Switzerland, representing Switzerland, will be our next qualifier.
51.06 score for Mertz.
Butsi is on course.
Boozy, whoa! Cork 10 cranking it out. Surprise at the bottom for the Swiss athlete. 26.21 time with a stellar bottom air.
Our next qualifier representing China, Juniel Fu.
We got a score of 57.84 for Boozy.
And your boot C. Junel Yufu, representing China. Our next qualifier.
3, 2, 1, go.
Fu is on course.
Ooh, nice cork 7 on the bottom. Tiny bit of trouble on the landing. 25.95 time, but ooh, real strong skier for China. Another Chinese mogul skier that is stepping the game up a little bit.
Our next qualifier representing France, Leo Crozil. Leo Crozet from France. Il y a un Simon Fer qui arrive. Il est supposé sur quelle l'Espagne.
Oui. .22 for Fu.
Leo Crozet from France, representing France, is on course.
Crozet hot dogging through that middle. Big air. Might as well try out this line. Why not? Leo Crozet. 22.91 fast. The French. I love it.
Next qualifier representing Japan, Yotaro Murata.
Crozet was living on the edge a little bit on that run. We see from the turns up there. Some slight breaks. Judges noticed that. I love the bottom air. He just took it a little right and you know, but mogul skiing, that's an awesome run. It was dynamic, crazy air, super fast. It's not going to score that well.
But I like Leo.
But I'm a fan.
I like the effort. He knows that he had to put in something deep to crack that 16. Maybe living by that theory, live only those who dare truly live. Who's on the bubble, Shawnee?
Well, right, we had a bubble change. Sam Cordell's on the bubble right now. But I think, I don't know if that's correct because Walzak was on the bubble for a while. So I don't even see his name. Anyway, we'll get to that. We got computer technical difficulty happening.
Yotaro Murata representing Japan, our next qualifier.
We have a score of 54.39. We have a shakeup in our top 16. We'll get to the bottom of that, but right now it's all about Murata from Japan. He's on course. Murata, cork 7 on the bottom, clean, across the line, 24.59. So back to our top 16. Walzak was in 16th, but got bumped up to 12th. So there was obviously an issue with his score, and they corrected that. So now comfortably in the top 16 is Dylan Walzak, and Sam Cordell was in 15th, now down to 16th. That's getting to the bottom of it.
Sure is. Well done, Rousseau. Well done, Clouseau.
Nick Page, 9th right now, Team USA, strong in contention. He's in for the finals. Walzak looks good too for Team USA.
Our next qualifier representing Great Britain, William Fenley. Little breeze up there at the start. Tomorrow's forecast, nothing but blue sky is what they're saying, and temperatures a balmy 18 degrees, which we'll take.
54.28 for Murata. I want a sneaker. I want a sneaker. Give me one.
It might be from Great Britain. Bill Fenley on course. Fenley on course.
Fenley, nice tail grab on the cork 7 at the bottom. Real strong finish on the bottom 2, 26.46 time. For the 25-year-old from Great Britain.
And I think all of those in Great Britain watching young Bill, they're impressed, cheering him on.
Yeah.
I think he represented Great Britain great.
I mean, every single run we've seen all the way down to 37th place is pretty much better than any run that anyone who is watching can do.
Absolutely, by far. Oh, yeah.
They're talented, talented athletes up here today.
From Italy, our next qualifier, Massimo Bellucci. Massimo Bellucci. Get hungry when I mention these Italians. Massimo Bellucci.
Feel it. I love Italy.
Boy.
They're going to have a great Olympics next year. They do a good job with those. And
VIP. Can you imagine some of those VIP?
Yes, I can.
Nothing like it.
49.93 score for Fenley.
Massimo Bellucci from Italy, our next qualifier. And Bellucci on course.
Good call, Bellucci. I'm glad you did not hit that bottom air. That's all right.
I liked it right up till then.
Yep, trouble in the middle.
Yep.
Massimo looks like he's going to, all goes well, he'll be representing his country in the Olympics in his hometown.
His country, Cortina, absolutely. Representing China, our next qualifier, Renda Wang. Renda Wang, our next qualifier, as we make our way through 60 qualifiers. All right, we're going to see when he gets into the finish here. We'll say whether it's
Wang or Wong.
Wang or Wong.
Yeah.
Could be Wong.
We have a Wang Wong up here somewhere.
We got a Wang Wong. Yeah, we do.
We do.
All right, so we do.
All right, focus.
All right,
focus.
Here we go. Renda Wang, might be Wong. We're going to get that figured out because the Wang industry is Boston on course.
Renda bottom air. Oh, nice 10. Cork 10. Solid. Once again, man, I am impressed with the Chinese mogul team. You know, Renda's just 20 years old. They knew. The aerial team is winning golds all over the place, Olympic, World Championships. Mogul team nowhere to be found, but this last couple years, last year now even more so this year, these Chinese athletes in the moguls, they can ski.
That's nice. Yeah, they can. All right, so we're seeing them. So give us a thumbs up if it's Wang or Wong.
Hey, Tom, we're gonna go. We got to get to the top.
All right, Nate
USA.
Gendron, USA from Park City, Utah, will be our next qualifier, and this is Nate's first World Cup start on course.
Gendron bottom air, make a little noise, you guys. First World Cup coming across that line.
First World Cup.
Good skiing, 25.88, 18 years old. We were too busy Wang Wonging it here. We didn't give him the attention he needed, but Nate, nice skiing. We've seen a lot of the young U.S. athletes that qualified to their qualifiers we had out in Winter Park, as well as the Junior Worlds. A lot of these athletes doing the Junior World thing, and now Nate's rocking in the World Cup. Big smile.
Yeah, he's happy.
That's a good feeling, I tell you. That first one, you'll remember that.
Yeah, you will.
Especially just rocking it here on home snow. And strong, deep, young men's U.S. team in the moguls.
Our next qualifier representing Australia, George Murphy.
Score 60.66 for Nate. Nice job, young man.
Aussie George Murphy. Murphy is on course.
Murphy, backflip, mute grab. Solid skiing for the Australian. 24.9 is the time.
Our next qualifier representing Spain, Lucas Verdeguerra, will be our next qualifier.
.10. Nice score for George Murphy.
Lucas Verdeguerra, representing Spain, our next qualifier.
Go.
On course.
Lucas on course.
Lucas going big on the bottom. Across that line at 25.19. It's the time for the Spaniard. Gladiator.
Our next qualifier from Czechia, Mateusz Karupa. Karupa. Karupa.
Now 14 men remain in the qualification round. All these guys looking to shake up that top 16. So Sam Cordell from Canada, 16th place. He's been hanging in there a long time. We got a score of 58.96.
Bib number 39, 3, 2.
Mateus Karupa on course.
Karupa, really nice bottom air. Cork 7, tail grab. 24.92 is the time. Czech Republic athlete.
Next qualifier from Australia, Oliver Logan.
Karupa with a nice run. You know, in the zone. He is hoping the judges liked it. I think it's going to get a good score. Will it be enough? That's going to be tough. You got to be in the 70s now for your point total to make it into the top 16. We got a score of 66.10 for Karupa.
The Aussie Oliver Logan. Logan on course.
Oh, stretch, Logan. Another smooth crash. Make a little noise, you guys. I tell you, when he hit that bottom air, even coming into it, I was clenched in here. And well done, because he stretched those arms above his head, trying to slow his rotation down on the bottom air, or that could have been real ugly. But nice wherewithal. He just came cooking into there. You see that, slow it down, and a smooth crash. We like smooth crashes. Yeah, buddy. Psyched, we'll see you tomorrow. And I like duels.
Qualifier from Czechia, Marek Gajdaka.
I was just gonna say I like duels because anything can happen in duels. Every name we're saying right now, it doesn't matter. Top to bottom, could beat somebody else in duels. We have a score, 25.07.
Gajdaka, our next qualifier. Women coming up. Sweet 16. Gajdaka on course.
Gajdaka tail grab on the cork 7. Yeah, all right, buddy. Nice skiing, my man. 25.71 time for the 20-year-old from the Czech Republic.
Our next qualifier representing France, James Crosset.
Score 56.51.
James Crozet representing France on course.
Crozet off the bottom air, styly cork 7, make a little noise. 24.35, nice skiing from the Frenchman. Yeah, I hear the crowd getting after a little bit. Cork 7 up top, clean middle section. Could we have a sneaker?
Been quite some time since we had one.
Yeah, sneak into that top 16. We'll wait for the score. Love the skiing. Real solid run.
Our next qualifier representing Germany, Nicholas Zavisa. Will be our next qualifier on lower bobbies.
And we have a score 67.23, close, but not into that top 16 for Crozet.
3, 2, 1, go.
Nicholas Visa on course.
Hip check for Nicholas. He's back up. He's saying, why not? This is for the crowd. Yeah. A little trouble for the German. Nicholas Wies in the middle.
From Pakistan, Anton Bundavev will be our next qualifier. Bondarev.
Schade. Schade, schade, schade.
Anton Bondarev from Pakistan, our next qualifier.
Verrückt.
Swing into the Rock City Vendor Village. Get some U.S. ski swag.
Score 17-22.
Anton Bondarev. Will be our next qualifier from Pakistan, and he is on course. Bondarev on course.
Bondarev holding on to that bottom air with some really nice skiing. 24 is the time. Anton Bondarev from Kazakhstan. Woo!
It's good. Could be the sleeper.
I tell you, it was a good run. Back full up top. Great skiing through the middle and bottom. Bottom air, judges will get him a tiny bit on the cork 7. Just it was a little funky. See him kind of get caught up with his upper body and his arm, but he brought it around well. Good speed. 24 flat.
I like the run, Anton. I like the run.
Yep.
Takito Nishizawa from representing Japan will be our next qualifier. We'll rate the score for Anton.
It has been hard to crank that or pass that top 70. We do have a score, 61.62 for Bondarev.
The judges, Nishizawa on course.
Nishizawa, styly tail grab, putting a nice run together. 24.48 time. Every run that comes down, these last handful of runs, it has me hopeful. We're gonna have someone sneak into the top 16. Sam Cordell in 16th place right now is watching with anticipation. Ikuma Hiroshima, sitting in first, is probably eating some steak in the VIP tent.
Well, these are the 60 best in the world.
They're the best.
I mean,
yeah. If you are here today competing, you are the best.
Takito Nishizawa.
Oh, sneaker, 71.65 into 12th position. I was waiting for that. Nice job,
sneaker.
Nishizawa.
Wow. Representing Switzerland, Paolo Pasquarella on course.
Pasquarella, oh, cork 10. Trouble in the middle, but cork 10's the bottom. Just because he can. The 20-year-old athlete from Switzerland.
Paolo Pasquarella.
All right, so now our new bubble score, 16th. Emil Holmgren of Sweden is now in 16th. That bumps Walzak. Dylan Walzak, USA, into 13th, but looking pretty solid for the finals is Dylan Walzak. Nick Page hanging in 9th and in the finals. So that's good.
Our next qualifier representing Switzerland, Martino Condera. On course, Condera.
Condera off that bottom air, styled out. Cork 7 crossed up nicely, 26.03 time. The 22-year-old from Switzerland. Switzerland, they have the World Championships this year. Speaking of big events, so we're going to see Martino hopefully skiing in the World Champs in his home country.
Our next qualifier from Bethel, Maine will be Camden Lewis. And this is Camden's first World Cup start. A 2024 Junior World Championship team member.
Camden Lewis hanging out at the top. The crowd's firing it up down here for this youngster, Team USA. He's got to put a good one down. He can do it.
Finals will begin at 2 p.m.
Score 62.86. All right, he's on course. Make some noise. Lewis on the bottom there, getting the D-spin and the grab. Little hiccup, but makes some noise. 16 years young. He just got his driver's license and he's skiing in the World Cups.
His first World Cup start today.
He had a really nice run going too. I mean, super, super nice. Trouble on the landing on the bottom air. It looks like he just missed the grab a tiny bit and maybe threw him off his timing, but impressive for the youngster. And now a World Cup athlete. That's pretty cool.
It's real cool. Our next qualifier representing France, Tristan Kale.
Camden's time too, 23.99, fast. Like without that little mistake on that bottom air, that would have been another sneaker. Whew. Yeah, fast skier for the young kid.
Got a bright future.
Hey, duels tomorrow.
Duels tomorrow.
Oh, the dark horse, 44.41 for Camden. See you tomorrow, buddy.
Tristan Kale representing France, our next qualifier.
3, 2, 1, go.
On course is Kale.
KO going gigantic on the bottom. Nice run. Backflip reaches up, gets the grab. 23.79 time for the Frenchman.
Our next qualifier representing Japan, Shima Kaoka.
KO's run we just saw could post a good score. I mean, it should. It's going to be a good score. Will it be enough to get him in that top 16? He had the speed, cool airs, nice grab on the bottom, unique. Man, we might have another sneaker on our hands. We have a score of 72.59 into 11th position for KO from France.
Look at these guys.
He's in. He's in. All right, up top on course, Kawako. Big back cross on the bottom for Shima. Another good run, 23.19, smoking fast. Oh my goodness. We didn't know if we were going to get any sneakers into the top 16. We've already had 2. We might have a third with Kaoka's run he just had.
With 3 left, these sneakers.
Julian Vale now on the bubble in 16th position for Canada.
Man.
If you are currently in the finals, you should be heading to the top. We're going to get right into training and inspection, and we will start the the finals, pardon me, at 2 o'clock sharp. Awaiting the score for Kaoka. And man, like, it's hard to bump into that top 16 running at the back of the pack. They're not going to give it to him on this score, 65.79. for Kaoka, but count me impressed.
Our next qualifier representing France, Paul Andrea Gay on course.
Gay bottom air. Oh, slap back just a bit. Had the tail grab on the cork 7. 18 years old, young. I competed it with the guy Richard Gay from France. Richard actually got himself an Olympic medal, bronze medal in 2002 in Park City. I was wondering if there was any relation. We'll have to look into that.
Could be.
Hey, he's old enough to be his son. I don't know. There's a few gays in France, I'm sure. It's like Smiths here in the United States.
But are they of this quality? Finland, representing our qualifier, is Aleksi Alaivinainen, who will be our qualifier with 2 to go.
What was that last name again?
Aleksi Alaivinainen.
Oh, I love it. That's a cool name.
Finnish, it is.
Yeah.
Alaivinainen. I like that name. Not as much as Lottie.
Yes.
Sunny skies tomorrow. We'll recognize our sponsors in a few minutes.
This is perfect conditions for mogul competition. It's cold, it's clear, we can see. The course is not getting beat up. It's staying in firm-ish conditions. Talking to a couple of the athletes, they said it's firm. It's not forgiving. You got to be on your game, and we're on course right now for
Aleksi Alaivinainen, representing Finland, on course.
Axeli bottom air, beautiful cork 7 with the tail. Another real nice run. Look at this, 24.38. I still haven't said his last name yet because I don't dare. I'm going to butcher it for sure.
Alaivinainen.
Alaivinainen.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of E's, bunch of I's.
Finnish, very Finnish.
Very Finnish. Nice run.
I liked it. Don't know if he's a sneaker, but I like that. Actually, I liked it a lot.
Yep. We got one competitor remaining qualification round for the men. And who is it?
From Aussie land, from Australia, this is Edward Hill. Don't know a lot about Edward Hill. Let's see if it's going to the little beat of DJ Balzay.
68.6, the score for Avalainen. 23rd.
Got it, man.
Edward Hill on course.
On course.
Off the bottom there for Hill, little trouble in the middle section. Make some noise for Hill and all of the men we just saw, including a big gaggle of Team USA young athletes competed, represented very strongly for Team USA. A lot of them too, their very first World Cup, Team USA. We will await the score for Hill, but I'm going to give you the unofficial top 16. Julian Vale, you snuck in, my friend. Canada 16th. Shimakawa 15th. Dylan Walzak, you're in. Nishizawa, Varela, Tristan Keoli from France had that sneaker. Cooper Woods, Nick Page, you're in there at 9th. Stegfeld from Sweden, 8th. Gravensfors, 7th. Thibaut Mounet from France in 6th. Matt Graham, 5th. Dae Yoon Jung, 4th. Benjamin Cavett, 3rd. The King, Kingsbury, 2nd. And Ikuma Hiroshima, our top dog, qualifying for the finals at 2 o'clock.
All right, so 2 o'clock, 55 minutes away. Going to give us a little breather here, but we're going to just recognize some of our sponsors. I'm going to go down the list, then we'll flavor it up just a little bit. Our title sponsor, Toyota. They're great. I had 3, 4 Toyota Supras in the 80s, early 90s. Loved them. Granite State Alliance, the Waterville Academy, and the WVBBTS. Ski New Hampshire, New Hampshire Public Radio, the Waterville Valley Resort Association, Sun Cruiser, BMW, Prenoth, visitnewhampshire.gov, FIS, Stiefel U.S. Team, World Cup Supply, the United States National Forest Service, and Outdoor Master. So those are all our World Cup sponsors. Now let's flavor it just a little bit. New Hampshire ski areas welcome you with countless adventures, breathtaking views, terrain for everyone, and the perfect après. Choose your New Hampshire adventure at skinewhampshire.com. I know it's a little late. They wanted this at before 12:45. No worries. But anyway, we hope you all stop by the Ski New Hampshire and Visit New Hampshire booth in Rock City Vendor Village to take your photo at the snow podium and enter to win cool prizes that were raffled off at 1 o'clock today. I like that. That was good. They'll do it tomorrow in case you missed out on it. With over 120 business members, Granite Outdoor promotes outdoor recreation and inclusive, balanced, and passionate communities of outdoor enthusiasts that live, work, and play together. You can learn more at graniteoutdoor.org.